what are some of the steps that we need to consider when we're doing this? Well, one of the first things we did, because when we first came to the property, the ground was completely denuded by the cows, and you can see it's already started that process of recovery, but the grass has started to grow again. A few shrubs and trees that were constantly being eaten by the cows are starting to shoot up again. But fencing out the cows from other properties that wander around is a really important step in terms of recovery. So protecting the site and protecting the trees that are starting to develop, so that if a cow wanders into this area, that the area is protected and the trees are allowed to reestablish themselves. Because we've had different times where we've had cows come into the property, and you have a nice tree like this, the next day it'll be down to the ground because they've broken it off and they've chomped off all the leaves. So they have a major impact on this area, and the cows here really aren't that healthy because there really isn't a lot of biomass production in the same way as in other areas, because it's very rocky, the soil. You can see here the rocks are very close to the surface. There's not a lot of organic matter in the soil, especially since the cows have been eating everything, and they eat everything that they can, especially on a small property like this. You put 20 cows on it, and basically they consume everything, especially in the dry season. In the wet season, they're not too bad, but in the dry season, for 6 months of the year, they have a really hard time. So just looking at the soil, you can see there's not a lot of organic matter in there, and so it needs to have some time for that soil to start to recover, so that if you're thinking about planting or seeding into this area, you need to think about how you can recover that soil.